Hello everyone, today we will craft an Omni Belt. Step 1. Get a belt that has either 12 to 15% increased strength, intelligence, or dexterity and has an item level of 85. Use intrinsic catalysts, ideally while the item is white, to save currency. Step 2. Use either deafening or shrieking essences of sorrow if you are on a budget until you hit either a tier 1 strength or life rank roll. If you are okay with a tier 2 roll, you can stop at this point. If you hit a good life rank, strength, and max life roll with an open prefix, skip to step 5. For example, if something like this happens, where we have a good life rank, a decent strength, and a really good max life roll. Okay, let's start. '69 strength. Nice. Step 3. Make sure that there is an open suffix. If there isn't, use an orb of annulment and try to remove the bad suffix. If you remove one of your key mods, go back to step 2. If you have 0, 1, or 3 prefixes, use a Ferric Lynx Alpha for an attempt at adding either a tier 3 strength or tier 1 life regeneration roll. Do not forget that you can benchcraft a prefix if you have 0 prefixes. If you have 2 prefixes, benchcraft a prefix and use an Exalted Orb. If you slam a bad modifier, you will need to use an Orb of Annulment and try to remove it. If you remove one of the key modifiers, go back to step 2. Okay, before we go to step 4, I wanted to quickly tell you guys something. If you do not need the life regeneration roll on the belt and you're totally fine with a good cold resistance roll or fire resistance roll or whatever else, don't go for it. Life reg roll is very, very expensive. I've spent a lot of time and currency to get the belt to the state where it is. So if you, as I've said, if you're fine with a resistance roll or any other roll that is beneficial to your build, you can just keep the dexterity and the strength and the other roll. You do not need to go for the regenerate life per second roll. Right, step 4. Get suffixes cannot be changed either through the bench or through a wild crystal matron. For those of you who do not know this, if your suffixes are filled, which is the case with our item, you will get suffixes cannot be changed guaranteed on your item through this beastcraft.
The first one watching survivor. Don't disappoint them. You are truly a survivor.
Now use a Veiled Chaos Orb. Benchcraft 2 armor and 2 maximum energy shield. You can just take the lowest roll, unveil, and take the max life and regenerate mana per second roll. There's always a very small chance that the Veiled Chaos Orb Reforge will fill up the prefixes. If this happens, the only option is to unveil and then you sell or you use it. It is not worth it to use an Orb of Annulment on the item because getting the suffixes is too expensive. Step 5. Switch out the armor craft with a percentage increased elemental damage with attack spells craft. And if you have an open prefix left, use an Exalted Orb. Alright, I hope you found the video informative. I wish you guys good luck with the craft. Bye!